Hi everyone, welcome back to 10th standard maths class. Our next subheading is tangents and angles. Here also we have to learn one concept. That means in a circle. Okay, here we have a circle. In a circle, the angle between the radii through 2 points. Angle between the radii means from the center we have to draw 2 radii through 2 points. Okay, so this is the center point. Now let's draw two radius. Here AO and BO are the radius. Okay, through the point A and through the point B. These two are the radius. And here angle between these two radius. Angle between these two radius means this one. This angle and the tangent through these 2 points. Angle between the tangent through these 2 points. That means from the point through the point A one tangent, through the point B one tangent, like this. So here PA and PB are the two tangents through the point A and B. So here also an angle is there, angle between these two tangents, this one. These two angles are supplementary. Supplementary means sum will be 180 degree. So suppose if angle in the center point, angle between the radius, suppose this is x degree, this angle, that means angle between the tangents through the same point will be 180 minus x. These two angles sum will be what? Supplementary. Okay, so this is the concept you have to learn in this section, and by using this you have to do problems also. Okay, so this is the concept. Angle between the radius through 2 points and the angle between the tangents through the same point are supplementary. Okay, now let's move on to problems. Page number 166, first question. Draw a circle of radius 2.5 centimeters. Draw a triangle of angles 40 degree, 60 degree, 80 degree with all its sides touching the circle. Here in this question we have to draw a circle first. Circle 2.5 centimeter. After that we have to draw a triangle of angles 40 degree, 60 degree, 80 degree. Triangle. And condition is sides of this triangle must touch the circle. Sides touch the circle. Sides touch the circle means triangle will be inside the circle or outside the circle. Figure will be approximately like this. Okay, a triangle sides touch the circle means circle must be inside the triangle, then only side will touch the circle. This type of figure we need. Similar one we have learned in the chapter circles in the first term. Okay, in that section all the vertices must touch the circle. All the vertices touch the circle means circle will be outside and triangle will be inside, like this. In this case all the vertices touch the circle, but here we need sides touch the circle. Now let's see, sides touch the circle means you can see all the sides we can consider as what? Tangents. Okay, sides will be tangent, and here we are using the concept supplementary. Okay, angle between the radius and angle between the tangents are supplementary. That concept we are going to use. So before that you have to find the angles we are going to use to draw the figure. So first step is just subtract all these angles from 180. So first angle 180 minus 40. That means 140 degree. Next is 180 minus 60. So angle is 120. Next is 180 minus 80. That is equal to 100. So these three are the angles we are going to use. Okay, don't start from 40, 60, 80. First step is 180 minus, that means tangents. Tangents is supplementary. Okay, like this you have to relate. So these are the angles we have to measure first. So first of all draw a 2.5 centimeter circle. So measure 2.5 centimeter in the compass and draw a circle of radius 2.5 centimeter first, like this. Okay, draw a circle first. After that, take your protractor. In order to use protractor, we need a base line. That means draw a radius here. Anywhere you can draw. Okay, from the center just draw a radius. So this is a radius. Now using protractor, first we are going to measure 140 degree. Okay, so keep the protractor in that radius like this, the center point and in that line, then measure 140 degree. Okay, 140 degree angle, just measure. Then by removing that protractor, join that two lines, that 2 points. Okay, from the center measure. Only inside the circle line is enough, like this. So this is 140 degree. Okay, one angle we got, that is 140 degree angle we got. Next is 120 degree. So again take the protractor and keep the protractor in the next radius. Okay, like this. Inside the circle we are measuring the angles. Okay, so 140 degree over. Next is 120 degree. So from 0 measure 120 degree. Okay, put the point, remove the protractor, then join that two points to the center. Okay, only inside the circle line is enough. So we got three angles. No need to measure 100 degree because the remaining one will be 100. So this angle is 140. Next is 120. Then the next is the remaining one will be 100 degree. So we got 3 points. Okay. Now here we have to draw tangents with tangents through these points. Then only we will get triangle. Okay. So next step is draw the tangents. In the previous video I show you how to draw the tangents using protractor. Through each of these points we have to draw tangents. So first point, this second point, this is the third point. So first keep the protractor in the first radius. Okay, just by seeing the points. Now draw a line here. This is the first tangent. Same procedure through the next point. Keep the protractor in the next radius so that only the tip of the point must see. Okay, like this. Then draw next tangent. Next tangent. Okay, similarly through the third point also. Keep the protractor like this. Okay, perpendicular line and the radius must be in the same position and only point must visible. Then draw next tangent. Okay, now here we need triangle. Triangle means all the three sides must join together. So just join. Okay, just join like this. Then here also you have to extend this line, then only these two will join. So using scale, just extend the line. Here also just extend the line so that it touch. So this is the triangle. Okay, this is the triangle. Here you can see we need what angles as 40, 60, 80. So 140 degree in the radius part. Okay, two radius. So this angle will be what, opposite angles will be what, tangent joining angle is 40 degree. Okay, 180 minus 140, 40 degree. Here 100 means this angle will be 80 degree. Here 120 means this angle will be 60. So we got triangle 40, 60, 80 with the sides touch the circle of radius 2.5 centimeter. Okay, so this is the method to draw. Very important question. Okay. Next question number 2. In the picture, the small triangle is equilateral. The sides of the large triangle are tangents to the circumcircle of the small triangle at its vertices. First sub question, prove that the large triangle is also equilateral and its sides are double those of the small triangle. Second sub question, draw this picture with sides of the smaller triangle 3 centimeter. Here in this question, the small triangle is an equilateral triangle. That means ABC. Triangle ABC is an equilateral triangle. And next is given that the larger triangle. Okay, larger triangle's sides. That means PQ, QR, PR. All these three sides are tangents through the circumcircle of small triangle. Circumcircle, you know, circle outside the triangle with the vertices touch the circle. So this circle is a circumcircle of this small triangle, and the sides of the larger triangles are tangents through this circle. We have to prove in the first sub question that the large triangle, that means PQR, is also an equilateral triangle and the sides as double the side of small triangle. Okay, this is a question what we need to prove here. So for that, first of all, we have to learn the same concept that we learned in the beginning. Okay, so here also we have to draw radius first. Okay, so let's consider the center point as O. So from the point O towards A, B, C, let's draw radius. Okay, now here let's consider triangle A, O, B here. As it is equilateral triangle, we know all the angles are what? 60 degree. Here angle 60 degree, here angle 60 degree, here also total 60 degree angle. Okay, now here OA and OB are equal. So consider triangle AOB. Okay, now here in this triangle AOB, OA equal to OB. Both are equal because they are radii. Okay, radii of the same circle. Now here, if these two sides equal means, what can we say about this triangle? This triangle is an isosceles triangle. Okay, this is an isosceles triangle. So isosceles triangle means these two angles must be same. Okay, these two angles must be same. And before that, we can apply this angle is what? 60 degrees. So anyway, this angle will be what? 120 degree. Okay, 120 degree. Or you can subtract these two angles. Here total 60 degree means these two will be same, that is 30 degree. Any concept you can apply, no issue. So here angle AOB equal to 120 degree, central angle concept. Otherwise 180 minus 30 plus 30. So here these two angles, angle OAB equal to angle OBA equal to 30 degree, because 180 minus 120 by 2, 30 degree, isosceles triangle. Okay, so here 30, here also 30. Now if this angle is 120 degree, angle between the radius is 120 degree, then angle P will be what? Angle P equal to what? Angle P equal to supplementary angles. Okay, angle O and angle P are supplementary, that is 180 minus 120 equal to 60 degree. So here we got angle P as 60 degree. Similarly, when we consider this triangle, angle COB, here also what will be the angle? Here 60 degree means central angle will be 120. So this is 120 means angle Q will also be 60 degree. Here also we will get the same answer because here angle is 60, equilateral triangle. So here also 120 degree. So 180 minus 120. Here also 60 degree. So all the three angles are 60 degree each. PQR. That means we can say that triangle PQR is also an equilateral triangle. Okay, equilateral triangle. Next we have to prove that the sides, okay, sides are PQ, the side PQ equal to double of the side, double the side of small triangle. So for that, consider triangle ABP. Okay, triangle ABP. So here next we have to consider triangle PAB. Okay, this triangle. So here to find the remaining angles, only 60 degree we have. These two angles we need to find. So here PA perpendicular to OA. Why? PA is a tangent and OA is a radius. We know radius and tangents are always perpendicular. That means this complete angle is 90 degree. Okay, OAP. Angle OAP equal to 90 equal to same OBP also. Angle OBP also 90 degree. Radius and tangents perpendicular. Now angle OAB, we know it is 30 degree. Now from this, how we will find angle PAB? Angle PAB equal to 90 minus the remaining angle. That means this is small angle is 30 degrees. So 90 minus 30, 60. Same in second section also, because same radius. Okay. So angle PBA also 60 degree. So this is 60 degree. Here also 60 degree. That means triangle PAB also an equilateral triangle. Okay, now by considering this one also, we will get triangle CQB, triangle CAR. Okay, all these three triangles are also equilateral triangle, and when you check, you can see that sides will also be equal. That means AB equal to BC equal to AC equal to the remaining sides, that is PA equal to RA equal to RC equal to CQ. Similarly, all the sides will be equal. Okay, equal to QB equal to PB. Okay, next we have to prove that the sides are double that of the small triangle. That means PR. Consider PR first. So PR equal to what? PA plus RA. Okay, PA plus RA. When you add these two sides, we will get PR. Now here, PA and RA both are what? Same. PA equal to RA. Both the sides are same. That means what we can say? It is same as 2 into side of small triangle. Okay, because as it is equilateral triangle, the same measurement will be here also. These two sides are equal. Okay, here also sides are equal. So same sides adding means it is 2 into side of small triangle. So this is second one's answer. Now third sub question. Okay, in the second question, one more question is there, that is third sub question. Draw this figure. Draw this figure means, in order to draw this figure, small triangle's measurement is given as 3 centimeter. Okay, side of small triangle as 3 centimeter. Now, as per the question, side of large triangle will be what? Double. Okay, if this is 3, this also 3, this also 3. Here also 3, here also 3. That means the larger triangle's side will be 6 centimeter. Now, in order to draw this figure, don't start from small triangle, start from large triangle, that is 6 centimeter. First, you draw a large triangle with the side as 6 centimeter. Okay, like this, just draw. Then find the midpoint of all these three sides. Okay, that means 3 centimeter. Cut the side into 3 centimeter. Then by join the midpoint, draw the small triangle. Okay. Now in order to draw the circle, circumcircle of this small triangle. Circumcircle of this small triangle that you learn in 9th standard. How to draw circumcircle. Circumcircle means first draw the perpendicular bisector of any two sides. Perpendicular bisector. Okay, by drawing by measuring more than half, draw the perpendicular of any two sides, and by using the center, measure to any vertex radius. Okay, then using compass you can draw circle like this. Okay, so like this you can draw the figure that try to draw. Okay. Next is question number 3. The picture shows the tangents at 2 points on a circle and the radii through the points of contact. First sub question, prove that the tangents have the same length. Second sub question, prove that the line joining the center and the point where the tangents meet bisect the angle between the radii. Third sub question, prove that this line is the perpendicular bisector of the chord joining the points of contact. Here in this question, we have two tangents through the point A and B. Okay, two tangents to the 2 points and radius through the same point also given. Question, first sub question is, prove that the tangents have same length. Okay, tangents have same length means we need to prove PA equal to PB. This is the thing we need to prove. Okay, prove that PA equal to PB. So in order to prove this, first of all, we have to consider angle. Here angles will be what? Radius and tangent will always be perpendicular. That means this is 90-degree angle. This is also 90-degree angle. And this AO and OB are radius, that is equal. AO equal to BO radii. Okay. Now let's apply Pythagoras theorem. The length will be equal. That is we need to prove. So by Pythagoras theorem, this PA equal to what? Pythagoras theorem means what? Hypotenuse square. Hypotenuse here 90-degree opposite side is hypotenuse square. Okay. So for the first triangle PAO, hypotenuse is PO. So OP square equal to base square plus altitude square. So PA square plus OA square, or PB square plus OB square. Okay, this is the hypotenuse part. Now we need to find PA and PB. So let's start from PA. So PA is the altitude. Altitude equal to what? Hypotenuse square. So here hypotenuse is what? OP is the hypotenuse. So hypotenuse square minus base square. Base square means first triangle base is OA. So OA square. Okay. Now this is equal to, here OP square is a fixed one, hypotenuse is fixed answer, minus OA square. So OA square means OA is the radius. Okay, so instead of OA, if you are writing OB, there is no change because both are same. So instead of OA, let's write OB square. Okay, OP square minus OB square. Is there any change here? No change. Now here OP square minus OB square, for the second triangle answer will be what? It will be PB. Okay, so here answer will be PB. If we consider in the second triangle, PB's equation will be OP square minus OB square. Same answer PB we will get, that is PA equal to PB. That means the length of these two tangents are equal. That means from the outside point P, we have two tangents to the circle, and that two tangents length are equal. PA equal to PB, just by considering what? Pythagoras theorem. Okay, this is first sub question answer. Now the second sub question is, we have to prove the line joining central point and outside the point. That means PO. Okay, the line PO bisect. Okay, PO cut the angle through the radius. Okay, cut the angle between the radius means angle AOB. Bisect. Okay, angle AOB. This is the thing what we need to prove in second sub question. This line cut the angle in between AOB into two equal halves. Okay, so for that, here we have to consider same method. That means two triangle we need to consider. Triangle AOP and triangle next is BOP. BOP. These two triangles we need to consider. Next, let's check which all are the equal sign and equal angles. So here we can say OA equal to OB. Okay, these two are equal because radii. Okay, radii. Next we can say that PA equal to PB, that we already proven first sub question. Tangent length are equal. So PA equal to PB. Tangents we proved in first sub question. Okay. Now angle between them, that means angle PAO equal to angle PBO equal to what? 90 degree. Okay, 90 degree. Or we can write like this, OP equal to OP, common side. Okay, any method you can apply. Now here when we consider this one, we can say all the three sides are equal. So by SSS property, these two triangles are what? Equal triangles. Okay, these two triangles are equal triangles. So first side equal, second side equal, third side is a common one. So these two are equal triangles. For equal triangles, the angle opposite to equal sides will be equal. So here second side opposite angle. Okay, that means PB and PA's opposite angles are these two angles. These two will be what? equal. Okay, these two angles will be equal. That is angle AOP equal to angle BOP. Okay, angle AOP equal to angle BOP equal means angle AOB. Total angle AOB is divided into two equal angles through this line OP. That means we can say that PO bisect complete angle is what? Angle AOB. Okay, by considering what? Equal triangle concept. Okay, all the sides equal, therefore all the angles will also be equal, opposite to equal sides. So these two angles equal and these two angles will also be equal. Okay, these two angles will also be equal. So this is second sub question's proof. One more sub question is there, that is third sub question. In that third sub question you have to prove that the line joining A and B, okay, the line joining A and B, that is AB, this line is bisected by the line joining center point and the outside point, that means PO. So we need to prove PO bisect what? AB. Okay, PO bisect AB. This is third sub question. This also we need to prove. Let's consider this point as D. Okay, so here also we have to consider what? Two triangles. The same by equal triangle concept we can prove this. Okay, so here it will be triangle ADO and triangle BDO. These two triangles you have to consider, ADO and BDO. And let's check which all are the equal sides. Here also AO and BO equal because radius, AO equal to BO. Then next is DO equal, common side. Okay, so DO equal to DO common. Now we can't say these two equal because that is the thing we need to prove. Now let's check angles. Here angle AOD and BOD equal. That also we proved in the second sub question. These two angles are what? Equal angles. So angle AOD equal to angle BOD. These two are equal. So two sides equal and angle between them equal. That means YSAS property. Okay, two side and angle between them. So by YSAS property we can say that these two triangles are equal triangles. So sides opposite to equal angles will be equal. That means these two angles opposite sides, these two sides. That means AD equal to DB. Okay, opposite sides of equal angles. So AD equal to DB. That means we can say the line PO bisect the side AB. Okay, so this is third sub question's proof just by considering equal triangle concept. Okay, so hope you understood. Thank you. See you in the next video with the next section.